Good morning, all. Danielle Lewis Thompson. This is the Consummate Thinker Show. Um, Today's a snow day. I'm a little bored, so I decided to go on Ustream to talk about it. I've noticed this past winter that there's been some questionable leadership in regards to snow emergencies. I know early this year, or maybe it was the end of December, in New Jersey. Actually, it was during the Christmas vacation break. In New Jersey, there was a state of emergency declared because of the snow, but state offices were in most counties were still open with a 2-hour delay. And I noticed a lot of my Facebook friends who work for the state. Um, it was perplexing to a lot of people, and a lot of people were a little upset because how are you going to tell the taxpayers that it's a state of emergency, stay off the road, but the state workers who are also taxpayers, you tell them to go into work 2 hours late when in essence nobody is supposed to be going there anyway because it's a state of emergency. So it kind of seems like it is a little overkill as far as trying to demonstrate that we're being tough on state workers. Being tough on state workers, fine. I don't have a problem with that. Some say state workers don't really work very hard. I don't want to get into that. I think it's really an apples and oranges debate. But I mean, if you go tell the public, the taxpayers, that you shouldn't be on the road, then what is even the purpose of having the office open? Because nobody's coming there anyway to receive any services. Nobody's gonna be coming to the DMV. Nobody's supposed to be going to a courthouse. So you just got workers there to just sit there and not serve anybody. I mean, the only good part that I could think of is maybe they could maybe catch up or get ahead on some work. But other than that, it doesn't make any sense. And I know even with the schools, not so much the schools, but even with the public schools, I noticed some questionable things happening. I have a daughter who's in the first grade, and I think it was last week or the other day, there was a 2-hour delay opening with the public school, and the road wasn't really all that clear. And when I saw the school bus coming down the street, and it was literally slipping and sliding down the street. And if the bus stop is 2 doors down from my house, it was slipping and sliding until about another 2 houses down. And that really concerned me to the point that yesterday, when I did take her to school, I decided to take her myself, because I'd rather, if she was slipping and sliding, at least she was with me instead of being on a school bus with a bunch of kids. And that, there are like a lot of like little hills and slippery roads. As a matter of fact, last night I was driving home from the library, and it seemed like all of a sudden the weather just changed, like in a snap. The first it was rain, and then all of a sudden it became like this thunder snowstorm, and I was going down a hill and my car started spinning around. And it was I was very fortunate because the curb stopped my car from spinning around, and I was right next to a pond, and that was really, really scary. So I mean, today I had decided that if there was not a closing for my job, that I just wasn't going to go. I was going to call out, because I saw firsthand last night how dangerous it was. Fortunately, my job did decide to close down, and today I'm just going. I had the foresight yesterday to bring some work home. So later on today, I'm going to tackle some work, the work that I can do from home. I'm going to do it from home. But there are a lot of other people I see on Facebook where they have like 2-hour delayed openings, and then there are inconsistent messages about the delayed openings. To what goes from 2 hours to 3 hours to 4 hours. So at that point, what's the point? Just cancel it altogether. Give the people a chance to clear out their houses and maybe get ready for tomorrow. if it doesn't snow tomorrow. I'm not really aware of the forecast for tomorrow. But and, you know, also I noticed with like leadership yesterday there was a delayed there was an early closing at my job, but we were going to work in snow and it was snowing and the roads still weren't clear or plowed, but it was early closing, and by the time we closed early it was pretty clear. So I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what is the point of being so, I guess, draconian. And I'm talking about the elected officials being so draconian doing the snow emergencies. I think they're kind of like going overboard with trying to be tough on state workers to the point where you keep the offices open for nobody else is even going to come, especially when you have the offices open during a state of emergency. To me, that just makes no sense at all. That's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, if you have tuned in. You can follow me on Twitter at ThinkerL, twitter.com/ThinkerL. I'm also on Facebook. Search me under Danielle Lewis Thompson. And you can also read my blog. I'm going to be working on a blog post today, DanielleLewisThompson.com. And I also write another blog called ThisIsASeriousMatter.com. So thank you so much. You have a good day.